Have you ever said to yourself, man, if I knew back then what I know now, my whole life would be different? Have you ever said that? I said it a couple of times, more than a couple of times. I know that you said it because when we think back, even in the stock market, when Apple first came out and they sold their shares, it was like $10 a share. I don't think it was $10, I think it was $5 a share. And that was over 30 years ago. And they sold $5 a share. And now they have split those stocks so many times, that $5 a share is worth tens of thousands of dollars each share. Or better yet, Bitcoin. When Bitcoin first came out, if you would have had the knowledge you have now, Bitcoin first came out, Bitcoin was like less than a penny. Less than a penny. You could have bought 1,000 Bitcoins for like what? $100. Maybe $10. Yeah, $100, $10, somewhere around that. But you would have had so much money in Bitcoin, you would be like, man, I'm glad I did that. But now, the information you have now would have changed your life if you would have took advantage of it back then. That's what I'm saying. All these things could have happened. But in these past 40 years, what I realized, I'm going to tell you in the next 8 minutes, if you stick around to when I finish this video. Because what I'm about to tell you is not only going to change your life, it's going to take you to another level in your life, maybe to another dimension. Because what I'm about to tell you is really going to change your life. So let's go. It took me over 40 years to realize what I'm about to tell you in the next 8 minutes. Because just like the examples I gave you, if you knew back then what you know now, will your life be different? Yes, it will be different. It will be so different, you won't even be the person that you are now. Because let me give you an example of Apple. When Apple first gave the shares out in the stock, it was less than $10. And if you would have took the knowledge you have now, back then, you would say, okay, I know it's going to go up. Man, I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity. I'm going to buy 1,000 shares. So what? It's 1,000 shares. I got to get the money to do it. You would have found a way to get the money to do it because you know the stock is going to go up and it's going to split 10 times. And 100 shares you bought is going to be over 10,000 shares right now. And if you would have took that knowledge you have and said, get it, and you would have bought into it, you'll be a multi-millionaire 10 times over. That's because the information you knew now, you used it back then. Just like Bitcoin for me. For me, Bitcoin, when I first thought about it, it was like, oh man, that's something I don't even know about. I'm not even going to get into it. It's less than a penny. I couldn't even take a chance on a penny. But if I took the knowledge I have now, back then, I should have said, man, it's only a penny. Let me get one. How many times you get an opportunity today that you say, man, I'm not even going to take a chance of it because I don't understand it. I'm not going to take a chance of it because it might be too risky. Life is risky. Your life that you listening to me now is risky. How many times you woke up in the morning and said, oh, my back hurt, my neck hurt. Oh, man, life is risky if you don't take the chance. Because everything that I'm about to tell you in all these 40 years that I realized, I'm going to reveal it to you in these 8 minutes. And the thing that I want to tell you about this, it is a simple process that you can take to change your life. Matter of fact, I'm going to just tell you now. I don't want to waste your time. I'm going to tell you now. Because when you're thinking back, you're going back thinking about all the negatives that happened to you. You're going back on the negatives. Oh, man, I messed up. Oh, man, I lost a lot of money. Oh, man, I went into bankruptcy. Oh, man, I lost the house in foreclosure. You're thinking about the negative. Think about the positive. Every failure is not something to stop you and tell you you're wrong. Every failure is just the gatekeeper of success. Let me explain it to you. Failure is just telling you you have not implemented the right blueprint. Yeah, I said it. It's just telling you you have not implemented the right blueprint to get the success that this thing you're trying to accomplish requires. Let me give you an example. Just like YouTube. your YouTube creator's journey. What do you need to make this journey successful? Oh, well, you need a YouTube channel. Okay. Well, first of all, you need a Google account. Then you need a YouTube channel. And then you need to make some videos. And then you upload the videos. And then you got to make sure you understand the video that you're uploading has to get views. How do you get views? Make great content. That's part of the blueprint. Once you upload the videos, what's going to happen? People are going to watch it. And when people watch your videos, you got to say, okay, how can I make this video better? Okay, I got to get better titles. I got to get better thumbnails. I got to do this. I got to do that. And then it gets so frustrating. You say, I'm going to give up because it's not working. Nobody's watching my videos. Like I told you before, people are watching you, even if they don't click on the videos. People are watching you. And now, when I say the blueprint, that's just part of it. The other part is you need 1,000 subscribers. You need 4,000 watch hours. How do you get that? Keep posting videos. That's the blueprint. Keep posting great content. Keep pushing. Keep pushing. Because if you don't, you're going to fail and say, I'm not good enough to post on YouTube, so I'm not even going to keep going with my channel. Why am I saying this? Your failure is not final. Your failure is just telling you you have not implemented the right blueprint for the success that you're trying to accomplish. It took me over 40 years to realize this. And we're only 6 minutes into this video. So number one, this is the first thing I realized. Failure is not final. Failure is just telling you you have not implemented the right blueprint to get the success that you're trying to accomplish. That's number one. That's number one. Number two is you have to realize when you're looking back, you don't look back at the negative. You look back at the positive. Yeah, I said it. Look back at the positive. Yeah, I was in foreclosure. Yeah, I had to go to bankruptcy because I couldn't afford the house I bought. Look at the other videos that I posted. How my American dream turned into a nightmare. That's a video that I posted. Some of y'all know the story, but I'm going to give you a short story. We went and bought a house. We couldn't afford the house, but we bought the house anyway. We thought we were going to make more money. We didn't make more money. And then the housing market crashed, and the house was worth less than half of what we paid for it. And the bank said, nah, we're not even going to work with you. How are you not going to work with me? The house is not even worth half of what I paid for it. And if I go through bankruptcy, you're not even going to get half of what the house is worth. No, we're not going to work with you. Had to go through bankruptcy. Had to go through foreclosure. Why? Because I didn't follow the right blueprint. Went through depression. Went through all these symptoms because I didn't follow the right blueprint. But if you follow the right blueprint, which I should have, but I didn't, get a house that you can afford. Get a mortgage that you can afford. Get into an area that you don't have to drive 2 hours one way and 2.5 hours back because of traffic, paying over $100 a week in tolls, paying almost $150 a week in gas, and coming home on a weekend so tired you can't even enjoy your house. That's not the right blueprint to live off of. So I'm telling you these things, it took me 40 years to realize in these 8 minutes. Looking back on the past, not at the failures, but at looking back at what you could have done the right way. If you follow the blueprint, follow the correct blueprint now. You're going to buy a house now. You messed up because you couldn't afford the house. You paid for a house that you couldn't afford for. Go right now. You want a house? Get the house that you can afford. You can't afford a 4,000 square foot house? Get a 1,500 square foot house. Get a 1,000 square foot house. Get what you can afford. You can't afford it, don't get it, because you're going to put yourself in a place that you don't want to be in. Going to foreclosure, going to bankruptcy, getting in depression. Don't do it. Because if you follow the blueprint of what you're trying to accomplish, failure will not even be mentioned in that conversation. Only thing going to be mentioned is your success. That's what I realized in these past 40 years. Don't look back on the past as a failure. Look back on the past as, how can I change what I call failure according to the blueprint that I didn't follow? YouTube, You're following the blueprint. Create great content. Post your videos. Post those videos. Create great content. Get those 1,000 subscribers. Get the 4,000 watch hours. I'm already monetized. If y'all didn't know, I'm monetized now. So if you want to just keep watching my videos, I appreciate it. If you want to leave some money on the phone, do what you got to do. Because it took me a long time to get to this step, because I followed the blueprint. Create great content. Post the content. Create more content. Post the content. So I just want to thank you right now. You see somebody came at the door. I'm not expecting nobody, but I'm doing this video live and in effect because I want to help you grow your channel as you grow your life. Because my name is Anthony, my time. Because we help you grow your channel as you grow your life. So if you have any questions, leave in the comment section. Let me know who you are, where you're from. If you're a new content creator, leave it in the comment section. If you've been creating videos for a while, leave it in the comment section, because I want to help you grow, because that's what I do. So until next time, this is my life. This is my experience. This is my time. God bless you.